Hey, DOT community. This is Zalon coming at you with another DOT live stream original grind stream. It's a bit late night, I know. But we'll see who is up and who is hanging out. Hey, Jim's here. How we doing, Jim? Just gonna jump in my stream here. Just so I can make sure I got the chat up. So who's late night grinding? What's up, Doom? Alright. As you can see, I have all my thumbnails updated. I got a pretty good one for my birthday one, too. I got Siggy with a little birthday hat. I think it's pretty good. Make sure you check that out after this live stream. So I got some saved up portal stones here. Of course, I haven't done too much grinding, as you will see. Just done the very minimum basics of some for the last couple day. But I don't really have too much plans this weekend. July is the worst month for me. So, about to hit the second, got your notification. I see, Jim. Oh, well, that's cool, You have a good night, Jim, if you're gonna be heading to bed. Just got done. Bubbling Garrison's done for the night. That's cool, dude. That is cool. I know I'm probably gonna get some people that are waking up over in, maybe waking up over in England by the end of my stream, but not a big deal. I just wanted to jump on. I noticed the Godan stream earlier tonight, and I was like, man, I know I'm gonna be playing later tonight, so I'm gonna do a little streaming. Oh yeah, Ron Gamer did a stream today too. Wasn't that long of a stream though. I tried to jump on, but he was already done for a little bit. Yeah, he'll drop in. Yeah, that's right. If he's just waking up. So. But yeah, so this is what I've been doing for Earth Week. I've been actually enjoying some Skolnar and Yard Dog action, because I have Champ Yard Dog. Just been messing around with them on my main account for the most part. But for the event, so far I've just hit a couple ping pong. There we go, here's one. Ping pong, they're always usually right around high 90s, low 100,000s for level 21, so. But I've been pretty much just hitting these. I have neither, other I would go for that last relic. Ah, I see. You need Skolnar, Jim says. What's up, FL Rebel? Good to see you. Yeah, I got my Skolnar here. All reliced out. But I don't take a lot of Goliaths. I just take a few and then cheap troops. What's going on? What is that, J-Man Nunez? Good to see you. Good luck in the event. Oh, thank you very much. I'm not going to be going too hard in the paint for this one, or as we would say, crazy wild, because I have 8 relics saved. I would like the 8 relic tokens saved right now, and I'm going to probably you finished this morning. Oh, I see. Wow. Nice. But yeah, I'm gonna be probably giving this one a miss, but saving up my gems and saving up my my tokens for the upcoming Throne Wars, which I'm gonna be playing very heavily. Because, well, let's just put it this way: it's the fun part of being in Legend League. So, what's going on? Kumar, good to see you. I bought the deal and now got 9 relics stored. Almost bought that deal again. Ah, I see. I got 18 relic tokens saved. Nice, Jim. Nice. Good. Yeah. I also haven't gotten, like, you know, all 3 tokens in the most recent events either. Just because my weekends have been so busy this month. But, nice thing is, pretty much all the major stuff for July is finished. I do have my daughter's birthday coming up in early August, but it's going to be during the week. Always outdoing him. Nice. Nice, dude. Oh, man. Now, one thing, of course, I'm of course gonna be making some. Whoop. Oh, well. Making some Throne Wars prep videos, but the one thing I want to just keep on telling everybody right now is do everything you can to max out your lands and don't collect on everything. Start saving up as many lands as you can and be at max lands. We do not know exactly the date of when Throne Wars is going to drop, so I'm just going to put those hints out and some of these ideas and tips right now to the people that are watching and paying attention. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what Throne Wars Day 1 is going to be like when there's a lot of people that may have not experienced the Throne Wars before or have not discussed really what they, you know, that we know that there's going to be some differences, but there's going to be some things to expect that were very similar to last time. So, oh, Z Gamer's here. What's the highest level you got your Titans during TOW? TOW? Yeah, well, yeah. The thing is, also, too, you do need to make sure you're up in Legends League. That's another major criteria. But, okay, Crush. Level 1. Yeah. Can't forget about you. Oh, next week's TOW, Kumar says, I'm hoping it's physical, but because they're talking about a physical event dropping soon, so we'll see exactly what the deal with that is. Rob Lincoln, good to see you. Oh, Theaters of War. Highest level you got my Titans, though. Because I was going to say, in Theaters of War, typically, I'll do it as many times as I possibly can, but, let's see. Highest level you got my Titans. Some Titans I know I've gotten at least 3 or 4 levels when they're in their 50s. So, exact numbers. What's it called? Played with Siggy up there for a while, but then I fused that Siggy, and his level went down to like 50, 51. I had a Siggy up at like 56. But yeah, I definitely got at least a good 2 or 3 levels up in the 50s before in TOW. But at this point, I think every time people see a TOW come by, I feel like there's a lot of people that every time a new one comes out, they spend more gems. And I believe at this point, the attitude towards the next TOW is whatever that event is that's associated with it, people are just going to dump if they're very interested in that event. And it seems that all TOWs, they talk about the event that's linked to it. So, like, if it's going to be like a physical event or something like that, they're like, oh, this TOW is going to be dropping event relics for the later this week such and such event. So it comes down to you actually can make kind of a early decision when you see the TOW, and if you really are interested in that type of event, you can take the gem spend that you were thinking, like say I have 20,000 that I was going to spend on a certain type of, event, and you know it's coming, it's better for you to dump those gems into a TOW than actually spend it during the event, because you will get a decent amount of the actual event relics, as well as great Titans and 4-star, well, possible 4-star, but 3 and 4-star relics and Titans that are given out. You might even get a 4-star Titan or two that may even get you to think maybe not of even doing the event at all. There is that. Missed everything, Zabe? Well, there's plenty of short recap videos. All the YouTubers been quiet. You know, when Bo has the most videos in a week, everybody's on vacation. That's very true, Rob Lincoln. You know, Zabe Gamers was away dealing with a personal matter. Where are you in Alliance ranks? I think not that high. We can look at that, actually. Lord Thanos, good to see you. I'll tell you what, we can actually take a look at the Alliance ranks. I'll knock it off. Kolnar is mad. It does not please him. Yeah. What's up, Cage of Shadows? Morning all. See? Here comes some of the morning crowd. There's that, like, that changeover. Of course, I'm dumping a decent amount of troops, but we could do something else. Let's see what else is out there. You know, I actually have just been doing that for the longest time now, just even not during the event, just always doing low defense. I mean, not super low defense. I want to see what kind of minis are out here, actually. Didn't even really check to see if there was a mini, big conglomerate mini land, or mini grouping. I see these are all actual 17s at the same defense number that a level 21 with no defense at all has, which is 60. Your stream timing is Godan. Well, I guess my videos don't count. I better load the shotgun. Wait, what? Godan? Wait, wow, I guess my videos don't count. What do you mean your videos don't count, Godan? What's wrong? Oh, what? Went that comment that all the YouTubers have been quiet and everything else? No. It's I think it's the fact that the Godan's doing his daily videos is something that everyone expects all the time. So I think that's that. I think they're referring to everyone else besides Godan. Why are people mad that the new TOW is only for players and... Oh, you mean, well, the new TOW is only for players in higher league. They clearly don't understand the meaning of beta. Well, you mean the new Throne Wars, TW, not TOW. TOW is the Theaters of War. Go for Godan, more DOT content. Yeah, Godan loads the shotgun every day. I made a meme for him recently. Well, I shouldn't say recently, a while ago, but unfortunately it was a vertical picture instead of a horizontal one. But no, Godan's kept everything going during some of these let's just say slower YouTube weeks during the summertime. But yeah, Bo's been putting out content. That's very true. When I saw that too myself, I was like, man, Bo's stepping up. Hope they buffed servers because there's going to be so many Legends leagues. Maybe why they didn't want to announce too soon. Well, there's 2 right now, and the second server is barely filled on a regular basis. So, and to get to Legends League, you have to come up from Masters or join an open team. So, I don't know. To fill the 2 Legends servers already, yeah. And depending on how long the Legends, like, if they drop it next week, then it doesn't give a lot of time for the servers for there to be like a third or even a fourth server, you know. But if it drops in 2 weeks, there's a better chance of a third server actually happening. So, and of course, NTG, the Legends of Warhammer, has, of course, been the 3 alliances in the non-toxic gamers that are in Legends League, who have stayed stationed here for quite some time. Well, the Legends team that I'm on now has not been here that long, but still, now that we have 3 teams here supporting our Legends League players, it is quite nice to not have to go anywhere to for this new Throne War. We have 2 teams coming, maybe 3 if it's not next week. Oh, nice, FL Rebel. Who do you play with? Let's see. It's my Transformer. Shout out to Hoist. Fighters. Freedom? Okay. Very cool. Let's see. Rogue Freedom. Okay. So, let's see where we're sitting. I got 78 souls. Yeah, I know, right? Grinding hard. Gonna do my best to get up to 2,500. What's up, so Fetch? Everyone's favorite U.S. player, or I should say, born in the USA, Japanese player, so Fetch. Because so Fetch is in Japan. Yeah, Zaid. So, when should we expect the return of Zaid Gamer? Are you back in England? Have you basked in the glory of good Wi-Fi? I know that was a major issue of having a fast connection. You said in chat that you were so grateful for what you now are so grateful for what you have. Ah, look at this. Here we have NTG War with the floating windows. Very nice. That was originally the non-toxic 3 back in the day. So I'm glad to see that one of those original non-toxic alliances from back in the APOC days has made it up to level 100. Where's Fetch? I noticed Yuki didn't update either. Oh, yeah. Not exactly sure why. Actually, I talked to Yuki. He is on vacation? Okay, yeah, because I did. Yeah, I did talk to him just the other day, but. Yeah, everybody needs a break sometimes, though. Look at that guy. Fetch, you only have 4 lands? Oh, man. You're not PP friendly. Although on your live streams you are, because you take the you take the phone all the way into the bathroom. So, bazinga! Man. Cage of Shadows. I am right there with you. I leave all my lands as ping pong all week. I am right there with you. I think 4 is the minimum ping pong that any member should always have. Yeah. Well, that's what I have right now, too. I got 4. But I'm just saying. That's a hacker that I'm attacking? Let's take a look at who I was actually attacking. I just saw somebody with a small land. MT Valor? Oh, yeah? And what would you base this hacking claim on? What is this guy doing? Leveling up too fast? Oh, okay. You're 5 minutes behind? Okay. I was just gonna say, you didn't look like you had anything crazy. Oh, look at these little 11 lands. Let's go on our skate. Pretty easy here while I do the live stream. I don't normally use these kind of small lands on the reg. Sometimes I do. When I'm not trying to pay attention. I'm trying to do other things, but they're also not exactly always available either. Always 5 minutes behind. I also had all lands for ping pong, but all are getting capped. Well, Kumar, you just gotta anchor them. Oh well, that's the other thing. Here's the thing about. I believe after the first Throne Wars that they're gonna pull anchoring, because they even said on Livestream that they're not gonna keep anchoring on a regular basis, and it's gonna make things a little bit different for regular seasons again. It's gonna go back to the old ways. So, because they want anchoring to be specific for Throne Wars. Now, I think they will probably reintroduce it each time before Throne Wars to ramp it up so you can go into Throne Wars with a good complement of lands. It is the best thing to do to make sure that you're anchoring all your lands right now that you can, obviously, because you always get 2 VP lands on a regular basis. Which at this point, it's kind of crappy to say, but right before District 13, it was mentioned multiple times during the... oh yeah, I'm attacking you right now, Fetch. What about this guy? Is this guy a hacker? But yeah, District 13. There's not going to be any more anchoring. My understanding was that they're not going to do that outside of Throne Wars. But they're obviously leaving it up right now in game, because now that they're going to release Throne Wars very soon, there's no reason to pull it and then bring it back like a little bit before it. So, yeah, they talked about turning it off and on. So, yep. But right now, it's very important to make sure that you anchor as many possible lands that you can. And to be absolutely honest, I mean, for me, I'm not a huge VP player when it comes down to the week-to-week, because season rewards are garbage, and I don't find it worth sacrificing a lot of my own personal time during the week and/or gem spend to get the rewards that we see right now. So, alright, so there's nobody else good here. Although NTG War looks like they're solid in 3rd place, though, so that's good. You like it because you can delete the villains' VPs? Well, I mean, I believe that'll be the case, maybe even up to a week before Throne Wars, and I don't know if they're going to turn it off immediately after Throne Wars is over, but for the most part, my understanding is it's going to be only around those times. Also, I don't exactly know how frequent Throne Wars is going to happen. It could easily happen once every other month, once every 3 months, once every 4 months, so we'll see. It's very up in the air exactly how frequent we'll see it. But if it goes without a hitch, it seems like they're going to want to do it a little bit sooner, encompassing more than just Legends League. So we may see the difference in time between the beta and the actual first Throne Wars. The time between that may only be a very short time. It could be a month or less, because they're going to run this beta first with just the Legends League teams, and then as soon as they're like, all right, let's tweak this, let's tweak that, let's run it for real, I think that won't be as long of a gap as we would normally see in between the Throne Wars after they get it down. So the actual first non-beta time that they run it, we may easily see a 2 to 3 month gap in between. So we'll see. Still not finding anything super low. Mary keeps going off. Oh, sorry, Hamid. Thank you for sticking true, though, and trying to stay on and continue to watch. Then big teams can be shaved by small teams, so it helps the little guys. True. District 13. I got the impression from the stream we can expect a few attempts at Throne Wars over the summer. Yeah, well, summer's not too much longer, Cage of Shadows, depending on maybe where you are in the world, but for us here in the U.S., our summertime is going to come here to a close in like about a month, and everybody gets back to school. What's up, Thomas Beck? Thank you for joining in. Especially in Masters, when they have all those big clans who bullies the server. Yeah, well, I believe that, of course, there's going to be a bunch of people that come up to Legends League that don't normally play in Legends League for this first Throne Wars, and I'm actually kind of excited for that, because they're actually kind of being forced to come up to be able to have fun, to be able to participate in this, and it will give you a slight advantage over all the rest of the players who do not do that, because, well, you'll actually have a Throne Wars under your belt, or this could be your second Throne Wars. So you'll have that, you can be getting serious amounts of divine gems and everything else that could give you easily a 5-star relic or 2, depending on what decision you make on exactly how you do your pulls. So, summer's very long and very hot. Oh, I see. I think they should change the way Throne Wars awards go out. Instead of having a total winner, they should have an award for the winner of every throne. Okay, it's a different way of looking at it, Fetch. That's a good idea. So even small teams can get nice rewards. Yeah, it's going to be a real team-oriented type of event. And I believe that alliance organizations, when I say it like that, I mean alliances that have multiple alliances. If you can get them on the same server, I believe that will be helpful. So, people that already have multi-alliance organizations, I believe, will succeed a bit more if they work together as a team. And we'll see how it all works, though, because again, there could be some small differences. So, or you can stay in or promote to Masters and make a run at a 4-star that week. Yeah. What's a good strategy for Throne Wars? Because I was confused last time. A good strategy for Throne Wars. Here we go. Let's see. How far in the stream are we? About 30 minutes. It's good. Which means only the true watchers, the ones that have a little bit longer attention spans, will be able to get into these good nuggets of information. So, good strategy for Throne Wars. Just threw my lands inside, and everyone was capping my tiny lands. Yeah, well, obviously have all your lands anchored immediately, but going in with all of them anchored so that as soon as you grab any new lands, you can begin anchoring them immediately so that they can't be taken. Is because as soon as Throne Wars starts, you do want to have a set of lands available still that you can grab. So be at full capacity and be able to grab another set of lands as soon as it drops. That's what I would suggest. Then, at the same time, also make sure your builders aren't busy building actually in your kingdom. So that's something that a lot of players don't ever think about. It's because a lot of times everybody's got all their builders working 24/7. Having your builders available so that they can anchor lands so that they can't be taken by your enemy is a lot more important during Throne Wars. So priorities need to be shifted. Sometimes even a week ahead of time or 2 weeks, because of course it takes a very long time for builders to finish if you are at some of the higher levels. Yeah, Thomas Beck. So look at some of my older. Just search Dawn of Titans Throne Wars, and you can find some of my old videos of what it was like before. If you want to see some visuals of how they did it last year. But besides from that, the explanation of exactly how Throne Wars is going to work this time around is in a blog post available online. I will do another kind of preparation for Throne Wars video, which will be a lot shorter than this live stream. But I'm going to say right now, after you take those, after you protect all your lands that you currently have and everything else, you don't want to throw all your lands out all at once immediately. You throw a few. You try the best thing to do for each alliance. Obviously, the hardest way to figure out exactly how, which is the best throne to dump into and everything else, and at what time, because there's a 10-minute counter that is counting down, and every 10 minutes the people are awarded a certain amount of points for the position that you are on each throne. So typically, a lot of people want to add their lands at the very last second before it actually changes, so that but see, a lot of times you're clicking it at a few seconds to go, and sometimes they don't go right away. So some people are doing it about 20 seconds beforehand, but it just depends on how quickly your game responds and how many lands you can get there before the actual timer runs out. So, but at the same time, though, you don't want to throw down too many lands, because you may need some lands in 20 minutes from now, 30 minutes from now, to claim another throne and put yourself on the top. So it's a constant management of throwing out a few lands and trying to keep your alliance in the first, second, or third position so that you're getting the most crowns per 10 minutes on as many thrones as you can at the same time. So some people invest heavily on one throne, but again, in 20, 30 minutes from now, all those lands are going to start disappearing. Because the lands do degenerate by either being attacked or just in time, because they slowly degenerate over time in general. What's up, Ether? Oh, cool. Cool. I'll go watch your videos on it. Make a video for the throne. Yeah, new Throne War strategies. But that's pretty much summed it up right there for the most part. That is, again, you want to get as many thrones as you can under first, second, and third. Obviously, you want to be first, but if you're first on 2 of them, but then second and third on a few others, you're still going to be getting a good amount of points in comparison to somebody that's only on 1. So, what are you talking about tonight? Oh, just some Throne Wars strategies, some stuff that they did in the old Throne Wars, and again, in comparison to, there could be some difference, slight differences in this Throne Wars, because we don't know exactly how it's going to be. So, good Titan on lands, yes, in a sense that, you don't want, because as your lands are sitting on the thrones, other people can attack your lands and take them out, destroy it completely. And you obviously, it won't count towards your total that you need to stay, as high as you can on the list. So, gotta go. Okay, see you later, Thomas Beck. Thank you for coming in. You're missing all the fun in oh yeah, where are you? Fetch or Ether? Wouldn't you want it to generate slower? Well, what happens is you can finally use our TW band room. Yeah, I know, right? I saw that. So we've been using our Throne War band room. We'll probably be doing some serious voice chats during Throne Wars too as well, like all day. It's gonna be pretty cool. Can you have your castle undefended? No, it's probably not a good idea. I really wouldn't do that. But for the most part, you do want to make sure that if you do capture any lands and you don't have the ability, obviously if they're VP lands that really you want to send you should be sending your VP lands first because you can't anchor them unless they make VP lands anchorable again, because during the last Throne Wars you were able to anchor VP lands. You were able to anchor all your lands. So they'll either make VP lands anchorable, or the new strategy is send your VP lands first, which again, to people that want to actually compete for season rewards, whoop-de-doo. VP lands, to me, I'd send them first if you weren't able to anchor them, because if you can't, it's just going to hurt you in the long run, and you need to use those lands as soon as possible. But that's me. But you want when you throw out, and also you don't when you throw a land towards the throne, it actually has it doesn't matter about how much it generates. It doesn't actually generate anything. It's just a count of a land, which means on each throne, for instance, it's gonna say, oh, my alliance has 20 lands, and they don't care if that land is a level 1 land. They don't care if that's a level 10 land, a level 20 land. Now this is based on the old rules. So and they just counted the lands. They just this is how many lands they have. So you either knock down a few of their lands so that your group has more lands than them, and some people put actual real defenders on them, good ones, and some people put junk titans on them. Some people put no titans on them. But see, that's the thing. If you have 100 lands on one throne, your enemy won't be able to attack all 100 of those lands really easily, real quick. But if you only have 10 or 20 lands on there, well, it'll be a lot easier for an alliance to come in and just wipe out all your lands. So it will make a difference exactly on how many you really want to put out there and how many titans that you can defend with. And also too, if you have all your builders working on other anchored lands, and you have lands that aren't anchored, there is the possibility of people coming by and swiping them. I feel like that's going to be a major thing that happens. People swiping lands, because it's going to be very hard. Your people are either going to be refreshing them, and the refreshes is going back to gems. I'm 100% behind that. Refresh is going back to gems. It's not going to stay food. Don't think that and you're going to be maxed out at 3 refreshes a day. So also don't think that you're going to be able to refresh beyond belief, or hackers will be able to rip Throne Wars apart because they can just refresh out the wazoo. Because that's going to be strictly at 3. You also run out of troops. Yeah, that is true. You run out of troops really fast because everybody put all their lands out there with max troops. And then within the first hour, every one of those lands disappears and your troops disappear with them. And if you put max troops on every single land that you put out, you will lose all your troops so quickly. And you'll be down 300 troops within an hour. So watch putting all your troops out there. Putting your titans doesn't mean anything. That just makes them unavailable for you to use on your garrison and unavailable to use on your lands. So you don't have many good titans. I only have 3 level 20 titans. Well, Hamid Raza, I mean, I would just suggest just trying to back whatever alliance you're in as much as you can by making sure all your lands are anchored, and making sure that because if you're playing in a Legends League, you can't leave anything undefended. People will just pick those lands right up. Not having high expectations? Well, fetch. Good, I guess. We'll see what happens. I know you love the game, so fetch, no matter what, you're gonna have something positive to talk about. So I know you don't have high expectations. Okay. So basically, use militia as troop fillers. You can, Rob Lincoln. You can. That's not a bad idea. I say small troops and small titans. You dump a bunch when near the end of timer. Yeah, you can. You can. It's not a bad plan. Jeez, come on now. It just depends on how quickly you can get those lands to run. You know, if you got to do it within 30 seconds, 20 seconds, because you're going to do 2 lands, 4 lands, 6 lands. You got to be quick with it. Plus, also, at the end of every 10 minutes, remember, there's a good portion. See, yeah, I guess I didn't exactly go into the full explanation, but each one of your lands goes down. Each has a health bar, basically, and every 10 minutes it goes down a certain chunk, just based on the fact that whether someone's attacking it or not, the health bar goes down. Big players dump theirs early or middle, yeah. I wasn't talking about myself. I was referring to the guy with 3 level 20 titans. Oh. Okay, Fetch. Okay. I know Fetch has been waiting for more competition. Because I want to say, Throne Wars, to me, is what Season Rewards used to be like. That's the kind of, like, you know, people want an actual, you know, a decent fight. Something that gets everybody riled up again. 24 watching. Thanks for everybody joining in. We're at 41 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to piece together, like I said, nothing long. Remember, I know attention spans are very short. So I'm going to put together something that just sums up exactly the way I feel about it. I know there'll be other videos. I know Godan will do something. I know Vintage will do something. Game Rescue will. C said on his Throne Wars video that he's going to be covering it heavily, which is good. I'm glad. I'm glad there's people on all different levels, because Vintage is already pretty much, you know, he doesn't have much to upgrade, if anything, and he's a level 25 player that does a lot of events with Events RS. Which people have made the comment before that his account is just like a test account. Which is nice. But, he's going to give the throwdown. Now, I'm curious if Events RS is going to be actually playing up in Legend League. Curious. And I'm curious, where does Events RS play normally? Because it made it sound like he might not be playing with Events RS because it sounds like they may not play in Legends League on a regular basis. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Calrex is going to see some hardcore action. I need a break from the grind, get burned out easily. Yeah, Calrex is like my side project. Slowly get it in there. Yeah, me too. I love playing with Calrex. See, that's what I'm saying. Well, when I take a break from the game and the hardcore grind, I just start messing around with all sorts of different titans, and Calrex has been one that I just have a real fun time with. For Earth Week, of course, I'm playing with Skolnar. Skolnar is one of my old-time favorite Earth Titans. But don't forget about Wukong. Wukong's going to have his day. I have Wukong, of course, but super low level. But as soon as we find out it's going to be his day, then he's going to start getting levels too, just like Calvarex. Oh, my boy Kobar. There he is. What's up, Kobar? Events RS might not be able to beat those islands because they're used to islands with no troops. That was a joke. I get it. I get it, District 13. It's okay, though. That's funny. New Gods is also there. How good is the Titan that is an Alliance rank top 50? Koldan? I mean, if you're looking for a champion and you're a beginning player, Coldan is definitely a good champion. I'm not going to say he's bad. I'm over Coldan because he's been season reward and everything else for the longest time. So for me, I'm kind of like, eh. But he's not, I'm not saying that he's like bad or anything, but, you know. He's old news to me. The land health is based off of the troop power, correct? For instance, if you max out the resource land production. I remember it also having to do with troop power. I have to go back to check on that. Because I also thought it had something to do with the land, the level of the land, to how much power it had. I think it was a mix of both, maybe? Troops, level, and Titan. It might be all three. And you don't have to worry about your attack log. Oh, wait, what? Oh, Fury? You're attacking me? Nice. Let's attack Fury. Let's see what he's got. What you got, Fury? What you got, dog? What you got? You got some 20s? I mean, Fury, you're only Castle 20? How come I feel like... Or is that your mini? No, you're level 39. No, that's your main. Huh. But you probably definitely have better, way better Titans that are way higher level than me. But still, Fury, wow. I would have thought you would have been like level 22 or 3 by now. Played with Siggy last night with Militia and the 5-star Relic. They surprised me. They were like piranhas. Yeah. But good to see you, Fury. My first Titan is Colgar and Grenadiers at the back, and use my Titan to walk back and forth in front of my Grenadiers while they shoot. Is it, what, is that 2-star Colgar? Oh, see you later, Hamid Raza. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, level also counts. Yeah, that's what I thought. I could have sworn it was the Titan you put on. That's why putting junk Titans on really wasn't the greatest thing. Besides from that, I remember, you know, putting on the better Titans you put on, the little bit more health you got on, and also the troops. And also the level of the actual land. Your land's butter? My land's butter. You sound like Bo. Starting level 21, yeah. I've been sitting on 21 for a little while. Oof. I gotta get my troops up to all up to 21 though. So that was the old tank method back when Champion Paladin was the best. Yeah, right? Ooh, look. Fury's got the real hookup here. We got the 13s at 14K. Woo! You working tonight, Fury? And learn to take them out with better Titans when people are trying to take them out. Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing, too, because since the timer's running down, you know, it's a 10-minute timer, and certain lands that you're putting on there, if they attack it once, sometimes they can attack it 2 or 3 times, and then it's gone. Or if they use relics, remember, the relics in Throne Wars, now, I haven't even brought that into a factor, but the relics in Throne Wars make it so that you bring the land health down faster. So it could take you maybe one or two attacks instead of taking 2 or 3 attacks to take a land down. So speed rating will be important, yes, but also at the same time, using the event relics will also take them down faster as well. So having a good mix of players that are able to add lands and also... You're still Castle 20, Fetch? Gosh, why do I feel like... Because people are always tell me that they're like, oh, Zalan, you're Castle 21? I figured you would have been like 23 or 24, and if I would have stayed on a lot faster of a path of upgrading, probably would be around 23 at this point, but... Because I haven't had all 5 builders busy every single minute of every single day. But, you know, you're 18 FL Rebel, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, but, because I know a lot of players, there's some players that, you know, when you live and die by the DOT, but later levels, of course, I do feel like the fact that you can click the button to upgrade and not have to worry about it for about a week and a half sometimes puts people into a little bit more of a complacency. So do I, Fetch. Actually, here's a joke for everybody. If anybody knows Solja, one of the other MTG YouTubers for Dawn of Titans, and one of the other... he also plays in some of the different alliances as well, with multiple minis. Solja's got something like, I don't know, like a dozen Throne Wars relics? At least. I think so. Yeah, here we go, Ether. Zalan, you should be max castle by now. Oh gosh, Ether. I can't wait. I can't wait to get Ether on the it's gonna be good when we get the voice chats up again for Throne Wars. We're gonna get to hear some Ether action. I stopped leveling up castle to bring up troops. Found out from Godan that you lose more VP the higher your castle level is. Without the troops to back up the level, it's not good to level. Hey, well, Fetch, that's been something for a long time. Most definitely. I just mean that specifically the fact of, you know, going too fast. You just are giving up way more VP, but also too, you never see a green ever again when you go too fast. Although some people go too slow. Actually, I kind of believe that there were certain times that Godan should have been at least upgrading a little bit faster, but, you know. Because I think he came to a straight halt and stayed at like 11 for like 6 or 8 months. I feel like you should expand a little bit faster than that. I don't exactly recommend doing something like that. Oop, I'm out of militia. Hold up. Maybe a Goliath or two. The other thing to do periodically, oh yeah, we can grab that, is just go through and grab some of your troops. Whatever. I'm a day away to go to 21. Nice, Fetch. I'm Castle 24. It's taking a lifetime to upgrade. The wait times are stupid. Oh, Ether. I stalled intentionally during old AI. Regret it now. Yeah. So Fetch a broke level 16 castle. I'll stay here for a bit and collect a bunch of troop relics and level them up. Then continuing leveling up after. Ah. Easy solo with the level 13 lands, let your troops build up. Yeah. I didn't want to have to go back and upgrade. It's a good habit to upgrade everything before moving to the next level. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely agree with that. Even the gold lands and stuff like that. Because eventually they catch up to you too, definitely. And here we go. Here, this is for the DOT community. Crack one. Alright. If you grind events leveling relics, it's way easier because of the sheer amount of relics. Yeah, well, yeah, Rob Lincoln. Most definitely. Most definitely. It made you thirsty? Cheers. Yes. Oh, yeah, you invested in 5 builders? Oh, yeah, that's something like long time ago. First, maybe month or two of playing. Gotta get those 5 builders up. I went to 10k on the grind for the last 2 events and leveled 4 or 5 4-star relics. Nice. Grishaw George, welcome to the stream. How many servers are there on Legend and Masters? Okay, I'm not laughing at your question. I'm just laughing at the answer I'm about to give you, George. There is 2 Legend servers. They are very, I don't want to say, they are typically always in need of players. Here, I will show you a Legend server. This is the second Legend server. We call it the PE server because Public Enemy never wants to be on the same server as League of Gods. So, as you see here on the Public Enemy number 2 server, NTG War is number 3. But as we go down, you say, what is this interesting thing here? Why does this server, most people know, Demotion Zone does not start at 14. Why would the Demotion Zone start at 14? Well, the thing is, as you go down further, you will notice that this Legend League server, the second Legend League server, has 26 teams in it in total. So it is incredibly sad, and this this ends the evaluation of the Legends League servers. It's ridiculous, right? So yeah, this will be a bit different in the next week or so, pending on how long Throne Wars will take to actually happen. So when you're in competitive teams, though, you want strong troops and fast garrison finish. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. And, of course, that'll be pretty much the key to making sure you do a lot of speed battles during Throne Wars is going to be doing as fast and quick battles as possible. So speed troops and speed titans will be of the day. Don't have too many Zlan and start doing divine pulls. Yeah, Doom, I'm not going to do any more divine pulls, I think. I'm going to chill out. You only have 3 builders, Cage of Shadows? Cage of Shadows, I'm just going to highly recommend, if you never got the opportunity, I don't know if it's still available to you, but there's been one of the only things that anyone, including Shooter McGavin, will tell you is the best investment in the game, even to a free-to-play player that doesn't want to spend on anything really in the game, is the Builders pack in the beginning when they offer you the extra Builders token. Because it is extremely helpful in making sure that you don't have to pay a ridiculous amount of gems. So, I don't know, Cage of Shadows, if you still have that option. If you do, I would recommend the like $5 that it is to get that extra builder. Otherwise, it's a saving up a gem situation. I took a long time to get that 5th. It's definitely not cheap. Agreed, Fetch. Hammer is holding strong at rank 11, but it's been hard. Yeah, Doom, you're on the number 1 server, which is the League of Gods server, LOG, and that is always full. It's a straight. That's the one that always has 50. But believe it or not, like most servers, it winds up to being about only a little more than half of the alliances are actually active, and the rest are just kind of junk alliances at the end, like a spiraling space galaxy, because there's always this long, small, thin tail at the end. So I've been in the #1 Legend League server, and I've been in, of course, the #2, and that's the way it is in both. There's not every alliance in there is even active, so gotta look at it that way. We're in the long server this season. The second server is too slow. Yeah. So that's why big alliances come in champion leagues. Yeah. Exactly right. That's why you see a lot of, well, like I said, it's going to change up a little bit here just for the fact that there's so many people that want to be active in Throne Wars beta. So it's not even like you have to be really invited. It's kind of like, you either got to find your way into a team by messaging people in game, or earn your way up from a Masters League this week to next week, or jump into an open Legends League team and just pray you don't get booted. Fifth Builder's 20k gems, yeah. It is up there, Fetch. There comes a time where that Fifth Builder is better than an event. Yeah, agreed. How long are you on for? If you're on for a bit, I will activate my 100 Portal Stones so you attack my lands longer. Why don't the developers change it? Change what? It requires like 100 million VP a season? Oh, what? Change what, though? Like, you mean like the teams that are up at the top and how many VP they get and to be able to compete with them? That's why people just drop down and don't even bother? Well, I think it's also because the rewards kind of stink. I mean, if they would actually put like divine gems and pre-leveled titans and really good season rewards, I think that'll be really good. Fury, I'll be, let's see. Did I just get double Kobars? I got double Kobars. We're screenshotting. Double Kobars. We're gonna leave that up for a second. But yeah, Fury, how long am I going to be on for? I'm at an hour 2 minutes. I'll at least be on for at least 30 more minutes. I'm going to do an hour and a half at least another 30 minutes. Why don't the developers change it? It requires like 100 million VPs. Oh, we already read that. We can charge a fee for players that want to play Throne Wars. Yeah, to win season, make big alliances compete among themselves. Yeah, if they actually would put good decent rewards, that would happen. We can start floating alliances up there and holding it up there. It would be like selling rooms. The crowbars. Yeah, right? Look at them. They're so happy. We do 250 million in champs and are going to Masters for the first time to compete next week. Ah. Nice, there you go. It's funny because Masters was the new legend, I feel like, months and months ago. And then it dropped even lower than that. I don't spend a lot of gems during the week, but I do spend a lot of time on the game, though. Ah, well, yes. Well, with the job that you have, Fury, I would love to get paid and be able to play the game at the same time. Whew. Man. For me, that would be quite the dream job. It wouldn't be boring. See, that's the thing. Fury, you've made the best out of something that could be very dull and a very boring job. That when it comes down to when you have an 8 or 10 or 12 hour shift and only maybe an hour or two out of that entire time you're actively walking around and patrolling. I have to say, some people would just go mind-numbingly, stir crazy after a while, but when you have something like the wonderful game and a community to back it, people playing 24/7. See, that's the great part about it, is since this is such a sweet global game, it doesn't matter if you're working night shift in Great Britain. There's people on everywhere. So, pretty awesome. You're a lucky guy. Champ has been huge lately, I think. Yeah. See, it just keeps getting a little bit farther down, because people get tired of competing against the same teams that sometimes start to dominate certain leagues. So, hence the hence the one server that's the League of Gods and the other that is PE. So. Fury Job is playing DOT in Pocket Bowl? Oh, Fetch, be nice to Fury. Be nice. Yeah. It's fun. It's super fun to compete, I'll tell you. Hi, Irish Titan. Yes, I am in Legend League. Let's see. Oh, where do you work, Fury? I'll rob your place during Throne Wars. It'll be like stealing candy from a Fury. Fetch, you enjoy this way too much, and it's so obvious. No, it's cool. It's cool. Was debating whether this exact roster stands a chance or not. I think we've decided to roll with it. Hey, sometimes you just gotta go. You gotta test it out. You gotta see what it's like, and you'll have fun. Trust me. But sometimes when you're in easier leagues, it can be awesome and great. But then also at the same time too, if it's nice to have a challenge every once in a while. Push yourself. Actually, believe it or not, when you do push yourself like that, and you're in some serious competition during the week for position battles, yeah, you're gonna see a lot more relics. You're gonna see a lot more XP because you're just gonna be battling a lot more consistently. And it does push you. You will wake up and be like, oh yeah, I want to see how we're doing, and it'll be a lot more fun. It does get a little bit more exciting. That's why Throne Wars is going to keep me up at night and up early in the mornings. It's going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be very interactive. There's a lot of interaction between members, so. The one with 25 people? Yeah, I'm on the second, I'm on the second Legends League server right now. We'll see where we are next week. It's just funny because I'm already right now. It's like I'm predicting that next week we actually will have at least 2 close to full Legends League servers, because I feel like most people that come up aren't actually going to drop. 80% of alliances that come up won't drop. Some may still be like, oh, you know what? We don't care about this. We're going to just go back down to Masters. But I believe a lot of alliances will come up and they actually won't drop. You're hoping to come up for Throne Wars? Yeah, Cage. Try. It's. I'm gonna be real honest. It's Throne Wars for Dawn of Titans. Besides from doing like the gods, like the what's it called? The Norse gods that we did earlier this year, and of course, rumors of another set of gods coming soon. Or at least, hopefully sometime this year, I would hope. And not next year. But besides for those types of events, I would honestly say that Throne Wars is the biggest event in this game. Most competitive, at least. So. Also separates the men from the boys. TOW next week, gimme. Yeah, right? It's going to be pretty interesting next week for the the TOW. I'll be interested because again, the TOW will already tell you pretty much exactly what the event coming up is going to be. So for Saphira for speed rating, nice. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of the newer players, of course, that have some infiltrator and or berserkers. Definitely nice to have some good leveled up speed raiders. Sakani is my infiltrator, and I got a Kamathi over on berserkers, but. I will be making sure I'll be grabbing extra shifts when Throne Wars starts. There you go, Fury. As Fury says, the missus will be like, how come you're working 3 doubles this week? We'll never see you. He'll say, oh, we need the money. We need the money. And secretly it will be Fury. Getting extra time for Throne Wars. Oh, Lord Thanos, you're leaving. Okay, well, hey, good night. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, Zalos. I know you. You're still. Fetch still says that they're making a Zalos Titan after me. I'm flattered, but I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen. Again, which element for TOW? I don't know. I have no idea. Those beans haven't even been provided to me for me to even spill them. So. Your humble team there, Rebel? Yeah. Well, let's just put it this way. And I'm not trying to... If you have players that have a problem with LAS, Land Attachment Syndrome, that hasn't been brought up for a while, but LAS is a hard thing for some people to get over. They seriously enjoy their lands so much that they get so enraged and infuriated with the game when people steal all their lands. So, you have a picture to prove it, Fetch? Oh, wow. Let's grab some more Portal Stone relics. They're dropping quite frequently. Oh, whoop. Really? Double crowbars. $21 watching, hour and 13 minutes in. Thank you for everybody joining in. Of course, this has been mostly a Throne Wars strategy discussion for tonight, but I do appreciate everybody staying very active in the chat. That's why I enjoy the streams so much. There's a lot of interaction back and forth. I do like to read a lot of your comments. I rarely miss many of them. When they are towards other people, I won't always read them all out, of course, because you are talking to other people, but sometimes I even read those out, because I like to be that interactive with my audience. So, but... I do like how Game Rescue said that he's not going to help place anybody in any Legends League teams. I was like, wow. We should check and see where we are here in the event. How much Fury's been helping me grind quite. 351. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Still got a few days. You need a shrimp po' boy. Oh my gosh, so Louisiana. Oh man, get yourself your shrimp po' boy and a beer. Oh, those po' boys, they're good. I used to be attached to my lands until I got into a war in Gold League when I was level 12 and got shaved. So I just played with no lands after. Yeah, remember the days of people that would play with no lands whatsoever? And that was like the way to play. Oh my gosh. That was such a goofy time for the game, where having lands was like the most unpopular thing in the game. I thought that was ridiculous. I loved, and I felt like I was one of the only people that still kept lands. And I didn't care what everybody else said. I was like the kid that wore something that nobody else thought was cool. About LAS and Legends, you can cap my lands while I keep hitting your garrison. Yeah, that's very true. It just depends on how some people play on a phone where they leave the notifications on for the game, and some people don't. If I left my notifications on, like, completely, without silencing some of them, I'd get way too many in-game messages popping up, coming through my phone. Ooh, Godan, you're still on. Well, thank you. I usually it's only a pop in, pop out for Godan, but maybe he's been grinding with us this whole time. Being a West Coaster, it's a bit earlier in the night for you. There are no lands. Yeah, Rebel, you're hungry now because a cheesesteak sandwich will do? Oh, yeah, see? He's saying cheesesteak sandwich because, of course, I'm up here by Philadelphia. Ether, you and your po' boys. Irish Titan. Kid. If they don't have lands, it means you're a warrior. I was a warrior then. Yeah, right? Sometimes when you have all your lands missing, that also means you're a YouTuber. That also means the same thing in certain times, because I've gotten sometimes stripped just for people like, I could get a message from somebody like, oh man, I just wanted to make sure I could say I attacked Zalon. I'm like, oh, thanks. That's great. Sometimes that happen like once or two or three times in one day. I'd be like, oh, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. Some people can get really upset or mad when I take their VP for bonus cap. Oh, yeah, of course. Ether, no cheesesteak for you. Ah, see, Fetch says only, well, what's your favorite Japanese food there, Fetch? Oh, man, we've degraded into food talk. Go to bed. Jeez. Well, for Fetch, it's like... Isn't it like noon? No, it's like 1, 2 in the afternoon, maybe. It's when it's like 5, 6 a.m. here on the east coast of the U.S. that Fetch likes the live stream. Starts getting sauced up when I'm already like well passed out. When food gets in the stream, you know it's late. Yeah, well, sometimes food works its way into the stream too during one way or the other during some of our 24-hour streams that we've done. 7 in the morning for you, Irish Titan. Ah, so you must be truly Irish. and hailing from over in Ireland. Japanese cheesesteak, because I make it. It's automatically a Philly. Oh yeah. Oh. Have you seen any actual cheesesteaks sold in Japan? I'd like to know. Like at any kind of like, not like saying like it's like, oh, there he is. People told me at the beginning of my stream that Ron Gamer would show up because he'd wake up in the morning. Yes, I'm streaming super late night to catch all my Great Britain fans. Doom said, "Told you." See, I told you. Nice. My hands have been free since he started streaming, just burning time, of course. I'm intrigued by food comments. Yes, District 13. I'm really glad you started joining in on the streams because, like I've mentioned before in streams, that you put out really good battle videos. And I would say at this point, since the brain has stepped down from his position, probably one of the leading battle videos creators when I put it like that, because there are people that do battle, like a grind stream, you could say. Yeah, there's battle videos, but they're nothing specific, obviously, unless, you know, I am sometimes showing off some new Titans or whatever. But for the most part, a battle video is very short, has a certain point, and, you know, blah blah blah. And you definitely have one of the largest followings, I would say, currently. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. So, but District 13, you've done a very good job of continuing your regular, doing keeping consistent with your videos. That it's more or less filled the gap, if you want to call it that. Well, what's better for speed rating, Infiltrator or Berserker? Cage of Shadows. I would have to say it just depends on. It would just depend on which one you have. You know what I mean? Somebody would say, like, oh, you know, you have a Sakani Infiltrator compared to maybe a Berserker that wouldn't buff a really great set of troops, like the like a Grolgar, who's the Ragnar Berserker. Some people would just favor specific troop buffing Infiltrators over not so popular troop buffing Berserkers. But again, it also depends on your skill rolls, because some of your skill rolls for certain ones would be better than others. But both are good for speed raids, being the fact that both Titans are fast. So as long as some Berserkers, a lot of times you don't care at all about them so much as you're just caring about the buffing, putting on relics that buff the troops completely. Whereas an Infiltrator, you would like to buff the Titan a bit more to make them not as squishy, because all their skills typically buff the Titan. American Sushi Ether. I did see a steak, very weird but oddly tasty. Nice. I should do a 12-hour stream at work. That'd be fun. Yeah, Fury would be. Too long, man. Ether would have a problem. He would fall asleep. Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, music makes a big difference. A lot of times, battle streams. A lot of times, District 13 is. Some people don't even do music; they just keep it very bland, so it can be a little bit bothersome. If you have low-level troops, Infiltrator's better. There you go. District 13, because I like listening to music and players asking me to make them one of their garrisons and putting their favorite songs to it. There you go. District 13, the DOT DJ, huh? I like my Loki, but I can't really compare him to Classic Infiltrators. Oh, Godin's still showing his love. Poison Berserkers or Infiltrators are real fast. You know, there you go. Elijah Butler, how late am I? I'm at 125, 27 people watching. A lot of people here in England are waking up. Or I should say Great Britain. Maybe some European people as well. Broke my device, won't store music. I'm stuck with, do you record generic stuff? Okay, yeah. Well, Elijah Butler, I'll probably close up shop here probably within the next little bit. Because I'm starting to run low on Portal Stones too as well. But I can't keep Fury going all the time. Although he did just drop his 100 Portal Stones. Yeah, true. Music contents from the brain. Watching his videos and the music driving home. Yeah, true. And heading to bed. Alright, good night, Doom. Thanks for joining us. Ron Gamer's here, so Doom is off. He called it, and now that he's here to take over, Doom's heading to bed. What music do I like? Is that what you're asking, District 13? Well, I mean, a lot of the music that I like, of course, is copyrighted. So, of course, for the most part, you just have to, as long as you, I mean, I just like, you know, upbeat battle songs, more or less. I don't know. I don't know what else you can call it, I guess. Like, oh, I like Shakira. Yeah. Shakira. You're the worst, Fetch. Shooter McGavin. You gonna do a stream? I was gonna say, Shooter, if you want to, I'm gonna close up shop here pretty soon. You can take over. Most stuff. Shooter McGavin, for anyone that's in the stream that doesn't know Shooter McGavin does super late night streams. He's on the West Coast of the United States. So it is only 11 p.m. for him. So for me, it is 2 a.m. Super late. But it is Friday night. And I haven't done a lot of weekend streams for the events in a while, and I did want to do a little content. Just getting back into it after that week and a half off. We'll start streaming again probably tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. See? Shooter McGavin, too. I mean, we were talking earlier. Some people made some comments earlier about there's a lot of YouTubers that are off, you know, between Shooter McGavin, between now Godin has, yes, been consistently making his videos, we know, and also Game Rescue. But Bo's been making some videos recently. We haven't seen Soldier for a while, but we will. I have been talking to Soldier, of course. He says that he'll be back soon, so we will see. So I hope to see a lot of the content creators still. Gaming Jaeger's still putting out content. Definitely see that. Definitely enjoy Gaming Jaeger's content as well. But let's see. I'll grab some more of these. I wish it was a holiday. Extended family matters. Yeah, of course. It definitely does, but all is solved now. Okay. Yeah. Should we try to ruin Epic Relics? No. So I grabbed all them. We'll do at least another one refresh. Gotta give Shooter some content to grind to. I'm sure he's grinding. You miss Sergi and Fetch? Yeah. The dock. The dock is definitely... Oh, crap. I unplugged my power, so it's going to go sideways real quick. There it goes. Stupid thing. You're Phantom of the Opera? District 13? Nice, nice. Been using the AC/DC? Yeah, well, that's always good. That's always good. I listen to more underground stuff, yeah. Well, you're a rebel, so I would expect that. Alright. Little Windex. 26 watching, we're at an hour and 31 minutes. I'm going to run these stones out. It's another 3 battles. And then I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow or not, but Sunday I'll definitely stream. So, might be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll do something during the day, or we'll see. I don't like to make too many promises and something doesn't work out. You hear air? Yeah, I know. I got a fan blowing on me. That's because I sat back. Let's see. Or should I say I have people here fanning me. As a true king of the true king of DOT should be. No, while I play. No, nothing like that. You will be on tomorrow. Is that right, Elijah Butler? Are you trying to, like, hypnotize me? You will be on tomorrow, Salon. You will stream for us. Stop it, fam. Believe it or not, it's a small little fan, but it just puts out just enough air that it's very comfort. It's very nice. Fanning you like a pharaoh, yeah, right? Yes, keep fanning, yes. Feed me grapes. So I took my 4-star and 3-star XP relics that I have. I only have one of each. But I took them and have been using them on my Champ Yard Dog just to push them from like level 10 to like 20 in like 10 battles. it's been pretty cool. So to be honest, I mean, obviously I saved it for him because those XP relics don't mean crap to like a level 50 Titan. So I figured I'd just get rid of some of those really low levels really quick and fast for him. And get him up there a little bit faster. Bath her and bring her to me? What are you talking about, Fetch? If I record outside, I to get a loud air noise. Oh, how many souls do I got now? I don't know. I've been just grinding the 13 at a time. It's interesting that these... It's still a 2-star portal stone, but it's showing 3. I wonder if that's 9 or 6. Because... there's ones that show 2 and the ones that show 1, and I thought it was 3, 6, and 9. Bath yourself, Fetch. 494. Oh, there we go. We'll break the 500 plane and get the 100 P stones. I wonder if you can guess what Titan I have on defense. Let's see. Well. I can't see what the... I don't have 6 stones, so I can't see what the, hold on. Hold on. Let's see if we can find out here. Hold on. Krothos? Oh, without looking? What do you mean without looking? Um, 2 million. And just a whole bunch of level 20 troops? Well, I have no clue. I was going to at least use the troops to give you at least some idea. I don't know. So 2 million. 'Jatoon? Saphira? Arvan? There's a lot of guesses coming in here, Fury. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. What about, hold on. Let's get a little bit more of an idea. Hold on. I'm just going to do this real quick. We'll just, because, and this is what, there it is, the Divine Amulet. Because I don't care. It's 3%. Watch this works. Hey, King Joshua. What's going on? Halzir. Watch this works at 3%. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Does everybody see that? Did everyone see that? I got 3%, 3% success. Holy crap. 3%. And I called it. It was like calling a pocket and playing pool. You know, 8-ball in the corner pocket. That was 3% forged success. Holy crap. That was insane. And oh man. Alright, well, probably won't be able to do that again. Burn all your relics and get 2 more. Watch, you wanted me to try it again? I just did that because I just wanted to clear a spot in relic storage, literally just so I could use a portal stone relic. I'm like speechless. Just to use the portal stone relic to they fixed relic forging. Oh, did they? Well, it cost a lot less food. Look at that, 64,000. Used to cost a pocket pool. You know, get off that fetch. You're the worst. Yeah, right. I was never going to get back to back. That would have been ridiculous. Lucky day. Let me forge them. Oh, gosh. Alright, here. So, it's got it. So, oh, that was a 6, even though it's showing a picture of 3. So let's see. Now that I have enough, we could actually just go in to take a peek. Fusion is stupid. Fury? Or Mamesh? Okay, so it's ranged. So major ranged. So we can go with Siggy. Or... yeah, it could be Siggy. Did anybody guess Siggy? Here, I'll just guess Siggy here in the chat. Siggy. Stop it, fan. Gosh. It's so annoying. And it just does it every once in a while. Nope. Oh, crap. What am I saying? It's Berserker flag. Yeah, it is. Ugh. I didn't even look at the flag. I'm an idiot. Such an idiot. I was just going right. Yes. Okay, yeah. So, well, no. People have said Mamesh already, and he said no. Korea? Oh, that'd be weird. I'm going to my berserkers now. I don't have all of them, but there must be something missing. We're missing something here. Fury, you're holding up the end of my stream here. What are we missing? Grimwald? Suspense is killing you? The troops... Well, yeah, the troops are showing ranged. Skullgrim? Oh, you're going to kick yourself when you find out you should have known this Titan before. Grimwald. Skullgrim? We're just gonna have to go in to find out. We're gonna lose. Let's take, like, no troops. One militia! So I don't know, what should I make the thumbnail for this stream? Should it be the double Kobars and a 3% fusion success? Which I can't determine which is the what is the better thing. All right, so everybody has their vote. We're going in. We're using the stones. We don't care. All will be revealed. It is. Oh, holy crap. It's probably the most underappreciated. It's Thorhild. Huh. Thorhild archer skill. Nuts. Should we attempt to win? You said Thorhild earlier. Yeah, how do I feel like that might not be the case? Ooh. 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 Aww. We said Thorhild. Oh, did you? Scroll up. I'm scrolling. Cage of Shadows said Thorhild. Cage of Shadows, you get the credit for the Thorhild. Green Arrow, how do you come onto my stream and say we all called it? That is complete garbaggio. Good underrated Titan. Now you get a green from me. Yeah, it's good for you, Cage of Shadows. I'm gonna still do one more battle though. Everybody was in serious suspense. Thank you for the semi-drama, Fury. you had a good few people stumped, including myself. Oh, it's been raining every day, Ron. And everyone here should know that you got to watch out for Ron Gamer. He might be one of them Peaky Blinders. Yeah, if you want a good show to watch, search Peaky Blinders on Netflix. I watched all 4 seasons already. I'm ready for the 5th one. It's really good. Need to get addicted to the game again, Elijah says. Well, periodically, it's the game for me.
you know, it comes in waves, like the ocean. Sometimes it's high tide and things are rolling and you're having a great time. Other times it's low tide and you're just standing there with just ankle deep water. Michael Marlowe, how we doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wow, a lot of people showing up here. 26 watching, hour and 45 in. Thank you for stopping by. Man, you're making me want to not stop streaming now. Blinders is about? That's right, District 13. Better watch out. You better watch out for those Shelby boys. Yeah, Season 5. It's going to be good. Ocean metaphors, the line getting deep at the end of stream. Ooh, who likes Taboo? You know, I've seen it. And I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, Run Gamer. Oh, you like that nice success on the level 5 star? Yeah, it was pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. I used to watch Walking Dead, then I found DOT and no more time for TV. With District 13, you can play DOT and watch shows. It's actually they actually do coincide, because sometimes grinding for events can be a bit what we call mindless in certain aspects. So because we have a few people join in, we'll do just a little bit more. Hopefully Fury didn't just ditch out on us. Do you watch Billions also? Billions, yes. I've seen the trailer for it, I think. But no, I have not watched any of it yet. Mayans? Yes, Mayans. Big fan of Sons of Anarchy. I even have a Sons of Anarchy lamp here in my living room. Actually, I have a lot of Sons of Anarchy things, believe it or not. I enjoy Kurt Sutter a lot. Think he is very good at building shows. So, definitely enjoy that. So I'm going to be looking into that as well. Michael Marlowe is asking me, how far am I going on this one? I am going to go over to 2,500. Even though I would love a Stone Scar for my collection. You at Netflix and chill? Yeah, of course. Yes, I do as well, Fetch. I agree. You do Japanese Netflix and chill? Is Netflix in Japan way different than America? I wonder. I really do. More like Netflix in hand, Fetch. Yeah. That's what you get, Fetch. That's what you get. Your top Titan is Dura at level 50, Elijah? That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. A maxed out 3-star Titan is actually very good. So, I think you lay sideways. I don't exactly know what you're talking about there, Rebel. I think I missed something. Japanese Netflix and chill. Oh. Is that right? I think you lay sideways. Yeah, I understand what you're getting at. I'm sorry, I didn't get it initially. I'm a lifelong supporter of P-Hub. Oh, we know, Fetch. We know. You got your own login and everything. And VIP page. There you go, 3-star fire ring. It's not too often you see fire rings that often, but... Fury, thanks for the good stream. 5 pounds. Woo, the poundage. Thank you, Fury. I appreciate that a lot. I do. I really do. Thank you. It's not all the times that we get donations, and I don't want to preach and make it sound like I do the streams for donations. I don't. But they are always appreciated when they happen. This was a very fun stream, and I really did like the mystery of Fury's Garrison. If I would have known that ahead of time, I would have said, tonight we will have the mystery of Fury's Garrison. Very cool. Oh, and Fetch, I think you promised me some Japanese yen. You were on for almost the whole thing, Godan. I don't know what you're talking about. Typically, you're on and off in a lot of the streams because you know you're busy, and it's understandable. But for the later streams, I know it's probably a little bit more manageable at night, in the super late, on a Friday or Saturday maybe if you're not super busy. But still, Godan, I feel like you were here the whole time. Alright, yeah, I think that's gonna be... I'm keeping you awake from falling asleep at work, yeah. Did I see your poll? No, Godan, I think I'll have to go back and check that out. It's been a great stream. All good, Rebel. I'm glad you appreciate it. But yes, I will, let's see. We will take a peek. I am at 5:59. Not bad, not bad. Cool. Finish work in half an hour, so nearly done. Very good. Stay tuned for next episode to find out who's on Fury's Castle. That's right. Stay tuned. But yeah, so I like that Grolgar for real. Godan. Love using militia. Ah, there you go. And thanks for your gold. I've started my level 21 castle. Very cool. Very cool. Well, yes, make the best of the events as you know. That's the only thing you can do. A lot of people believe that you either finish events or just don't do them at all. I believe in the make it work for you. Yeah, previously on Fury's Castle. Very true. That'd be very funny. All right. So I'm glad. Keep the grind going on, everyone. That's right. Zalana's going to take that $5 and cop a 40 ounce. Yeah. Well, no, I still got my session IPAs so that I don't get too wasted during my live streams. But they're definitely good. They're called Hop Hash Sweetwater. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. I will be streaming again at least one more time before the end of the event. Tomorrow, guaranteed on Sunday, if not tomorrow. All right, DOT community, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it's hop hash. What they do is when they smash up the hops to make the IPA, they get a collection of hops on the outside of the whatever container that they smash the hops up in, and they scrape it off the sides, and they use that along with the hops, so it's like extra strong in taste, but it's only like a 4.8%. So it's actually very tasty, but it's not like, an 8 or 10% beer. So, and they come in 15-pack cans for like $18. So, yeah, it's a good deal. Did you see my Skolnar epic pull on band? No, I didn't, Michael Marlowe. Oh man, you know what, Michael? Please post that in the Zalon. There's a Zalon chat. Zalon's new chat. Post it in there. I'd like to see that at Skolnar epic pull. That'd be nice. Yeah, FL Rebel. It's very nice. Sweetwater's made down in, I think. Sweetwater's made down in. Where the heck is it's down in Georgia? I don't know. No, yeah, it's in Atlanta, Georgia. So, it's made down in the south. It says 199. It says 199. How can I raise it? Oh, what? From doing donations in the stream? I think you have to move the. You have to tap the bar, if that's what you're referring to. But I'm getting. What? I'll post the Zalos in your chat. Okay, thank you, Fetch. I'd appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, well, District 13, save it for a stream for tomorrow. Save it for another stream. Save it for another stream. I would suggest. If you did it, I don't want it to pop up and all of a sudden I close the stream down or something like that. So I'm about to do that. So you want to buy me a relic boost? Well, that's the thing. If that would be the case, I'd have to use one of these guys first, but we can do that. We can do that. I'll use one of my actual relics if you're giving me gems to replace it, basically. So, I can do that. But next time. Save it for next time. Trying to keep you on longer. Yeah, I know, right? That's the thing. I do it in the beginning of the stream. Yeah, that'd be better. Because we're at almost 2 hours. I don't like to run them past 2 hours. So thank you for everyone that joined in. I will be back again soon. And I will talk to you all again very soon. Have a good one.